What's going on, everybody? Exploring with Griffin here again with you. Today, I wanted to take a minute and stop by this place that I was actually close to. This place is called Landsford Canal. It's a state park now, but it was originally built using slave labor from 1800 to 1825. It was built to bypass the rapids on the Catawba River here in South Carolina. It was used for a short period, but the coming of the railroad caused the place to be abandoned. Now, the little bit of locks that's left here, and a little bit of ruins from the lock keep's house is all that's left. This is going to be a short video, maybe 10 to 15 minutes long, and it's just to shed a little bit of knowledge about some of the history in our own backyard. I appreciate everybody watching. I hope you enjoy the video. Oh, I also want to add that this park is also known for the shoal spider lily. It blooms, I believe it's mid-May to mid-June. So if you're down around this area around that time, definitely come here and check it out. They say that they're really beautiful. Look at this. Now, I grew up in West Virginia, actually right by the Canal River. I don't know if y'all have ever been around any locks that sit on the rivers or not, but the way that they operate is actually truly remarkable. And to see this type of engineering done in the early 1800s really blows my mind. It's a lot of the reason that I wanted to share it with y'all today. I had a couple friends when I was growing up, and their mom was actually in charge of, I believe it was the Corps of Engineer, the Army Corps of Engineer, and they worked on the locks, and she actually operated a lot of the locks when I was younger. And we actually got to take a trip from West Virginia, from Charleston, West Virginia, all the way over into Ohio. I believe it was the Canal River. I'm not sure what river it switched over to in Ohio, but it was all on boat going from point A to point B for the Ohio Regatta. And that was one of the most memorable times when I was young. I'm glad I got to experience that kind of stuff. Not everybody did, but this reminds me of that. This takes me back to my childhood in a way. I hope I can find the old locks, the lock keeper's house, or the ruins of it at least, and see what's here. Alright guys, so I was driving out and I did end up finding the Lock Keep's house. This is the original house that was built for the Lock Keep. It has been turned into a museum as well, and it looks like there used to be an old cellar underneath it. But it's locked up, so I'm going to show you the outside. I'm sorry that we're not going to get to see the inside. Look at that old stonework. There's the old part that I said looks like an old cellar. Look at this. Somebody broke out a window. I don't appreciate anything anymore. As you can see, there wasn't much to the inside anyway, but I love this old stonework. And it looks like there's chimneys on both ends. Still have my car running. If anybody knows what these are for, leave me a comment and let me know. Not sure if it's an old well or something. I'd love to get underneath the house. Oh, look at that totem pole. See that? That's crazy. I did show you one end of the lock. I didn't show you both ends, but it's the same on both ends. And that is the Lock Keep's house. I did find one end of the canal. I didn't walk to the other end. It's getting dark out, and the park closes at dark, and it's the other end's about a mile away. But just imagine the intelligence they had to build this stuff back in the day. It really blows my mind that they had the smarts to do this. So I believe it was 1800 to 1825, and they had the intelligence to build these canals. It's ridiculous. But thank you all for coming out and exploring with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something. Remember, knowledge is power. Never limit yourself. Also, don't forget to drop down, hit that like button, and subscribe if you already haven't. Everybody stay safe and keep adventuring and learning.